April, first in. Michael Dodery, second. I see you're here. Christopher Muldrow. Now Stacy finally decided to tune in. Jason Grimes, motor for Reaper. Fixing to be a building. Gonna take it outside and wash it. Gary Yoakum. Matt Milks. Tim Kelly Sabrinsky. I can't say that last name, so it's Tim Kelly. Thank you, Tony. Where's old Swolehead? I got your Swolehead, Mikey. I'll flip it around. Adam Short. Jake Connor from now. Well, built the carburetors on the bike this weekend. Got the 2-year-old gas out of it. Gas is probably closer to 3 years. Michael, we just wanted to confuse you, which is really easy to do. No, there's not a nitrous kit on the bike. It's enough of a, hey, Sheldon Milder, Sean Dockery. Thank you, William. Chris Fleming. Adam Mees, I'm good. Eric Hernandez from Venezuela. Yep, so I got through building the carburetors on. Actually, my ace number one tore the, without even me asking, because he knew I was going to try to get this thing ready while I was doing everything out. Look at Mikey. Mikey, I told you anytime you want to, brother, we can grease up, get naked, winner take all. And we know who's going to be the fucker and who's going to be the fucky. But anyway, so Woodsy turned around and pulled the bike apart, pulled the carburetors off of it. And, that's right, I'm fixing to fire it up on the slide feed. Yeah, we'll turn that key in a minute. We had to put, of course, the guy that had the bike couldn't get the key, so, or couldn't find the key. So we had to put an ignition in it, had to rebuild the carburetors because, oh my God, this thing had, oh, it was terrible. Terrible. Had to flush the tank. So as you guys can see, it don't look nothing like it did the other day. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was on the phone with John Lane from ATI a minute ago. Hey, Rodney. Hey, David Cox. Tim Riley. Just as I put the new battery in it, and it actually spun over about 3 times and fired. This bike has always been that way. So, all right, Derek, let's do it. Whoop. So, oh, it's a badass bike. It's somebody's asking what motor's in it. It's a 120-inch Merc motor by Merc Performance. That when this bike was built, believe it or not, it was a $180,000 build. But that's back, late when bikes were huge. It's the fastest Harley that I've ever rode. Matter of fact, when Monty first rode it, when he was looking at us, I said, "You want to take it for a ride?" I said, "I'll ride my fat boy." He said, "Yeah." I told him, I said, "Listen, don't try to hit it in low gear because the wheelbase is so long that it won't lift the front end and it won't spin a tire." So what I forgot to tell him was when you do it, be ready. You got to hook your foot underneath the peg or the bike will go out from under you, which when I rolled out of the stop sign, I knew he was going to get on it, so I got on mine, and I turned around and looked, and I seen both his feet out, straight back behind the bike. He's hanging onto the handlebars. So, there's Sam Barnett. You have to rewind it, Sam, so you can see the bike. Spun over 3 times, fired up idle. But, so, I told you guys I'd do a live feed when we went to fire the bike up. So, now we're going to finish cleaning it up. And we get it all cleaned up. Get it ready to go to Holly Springs. So, yeah, I do need a haircut. It's been a rough few days. And fixing to get a lot rougher because I got to get the motor built for Reaper. Here's the current situation with Reaper. V-rod wouldn't stay with this thing, and I could stay in second gear and outrun a V-rod with it. There's the situation with Reaper. It's not even close. The 69, we're going to paint it this weekend. Or this week, I'm going to go spray it. And, oh hell, here's the motor for Reaper. And I got to get this thing back together before Holly Springs. Because I plan on bringing it to Holly Springs. So, and you guys get to see me ride this, and a couple other guys that were real close with Monte are coming, and then we'll, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Probably park it in the garage again. That was the reason I gave it to Monte. He loved the bike from the minute he seen it, and he got to see how much craftsmanship went into this bike. I mean, it's fucking badass. You guys probably even see it better now. All the spokes are all hand fluted. Everything on the bike is fluted. So, it's a super badass bike. It was a super Covington Cycles is who built the bike. And Monte was the first person to ever seen it that seen all the little details in this bike that I seen the first time when I first got it. And I wasn't riding it, so those of you who don't know the story, I gave the bike to Monte. I told him, I said, you want that bike? You can own it. He said, I can never own it. He said, dude, I can't afford that. I told him, sure you can. And he kept saying no, and I said, tell you what, I'll give it to you. Because he's the only one that ever seen the bike and seen how nice it was and how cool it was. And, oh, yeah, Stacy's commenting. First got the bike, yeah. Oh, there's a picture of Stacy on it. Gosh, she looks good on this bike. Her bike looked good under her or something. But Nick Morale, is that the Nick Morale that painted it? Guy named Nick's who painted it. I wonder if that's him. He knows who Jerry Covington is. So anyway, that's the story on the bike. Those that you didn't know. I'm going to. I stayed after Monte passed away. It was at a bike shop, and I stayed in Alabama until I hunted it down because I told everybody I gave him that bike, and that bike's not going to nobody else. So I'm going to ride this bitch right down Holly Springs. Not going to race it. So don't everybody be thinking I'm going to do any of that shit. But I am going to take it down Holly Springs, and a couple of the guys that were real close to Monte are also going to, I told them if they wanted to, they could ride it down Holly Springs because he loved this bike. He loved riding it. So, all right, guys, short live feed. You get to see the bike one more time. Looks way different when it's all cleaned up because it was sitting under about 3 inches of grease and grime and dirt because I hauled it home and I put it in the garage and I haven't done anything to it since. So, there you go, guys. I look a lot smarter with glasses. Ha! That's funny shit right there. I don't care who you are. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. By the way, before I forget, we found this deal that Stacy's put on the deal. Everybody keeps wanting me to make them a top fan. Guys, I don't do that. That's Facebook does that. But it's based on how many times you look at posts, you share a post, and all that stuff, and how much you talk and interact. But I found a deal the other day that I guess Stacy downloaded an app that gives the top 20 fans or something. So we're going to start our deal that we haven't had time to do, and we're going to start doing that. I haven't figured out, you can vote on them, but I haven't figured out how to do it. But no matter what, we're going to start giving a shirt and a Reaper shirt away to however they do that. We'll go in and randomly select somebody that's in the fan deal. Like I said, I don't know how it all works. I found it the other day on Facebook. And I tell you what, you guys start sharing the post to Holly Springs, and I go on and look at the analytics to see who shares it the most. Whoever shares it the most every 3 or 4 days or every week, I'm going to turn around and get it. Now I'll do it every 3 or 4 days, something like that, twice a week. Whoever shares the post the most, the top one, I'll give an event shirt to. So you guys, and a lot of you been seeing, I got a lot more followers than I have people that like the page, so that's been clicking on the invite like. So if you get it twice, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just 3 o'clock in the morning doing something. So anyway, guys, we're going to start giving a shirt away to the top fan deal. And we are also going to give a shirt to whoever does the most shares of the Holly Springs race. So whoever shares it the most, twice a week, we're going to give you an event shirt, call your name out, and get you one sent. And the event shirts are badass. So that way you guys can help me push this thing out there and let everybody know. Guys, I'm going to jump off here. I got a lot of work to do and I ain't got much time to do it. Thanks a lot. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.